friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. So as you can see, we have a bit of a winter wonderland. This is actually pretty rare to get this significant amount of snow for lasting as long as it has, but it's been kind of fun. So today I'm going to bring you along to do my winter restocks. So basically I'm going to start by kind of getting my kitchen put together so I can get all my stuff. So we are through with the Christmas season, and this is kind of, we're like mid-January, and this is what I tried to do to kind of get reset a little bit to kind of get us through the rest of winter. So I like to kind of restock. I need to do this more often than I do, but I restock probably, I'd like to do it like once a month. Sometimes it's kind of haphazardly here and there, but today I'm just going to do a full winter restock for you and kind of show you also what I'm planning on doing, my meal plan for February. So I really love doing my monthly meal plans. They've been really helpful for me. They help keep me organized. They help keep the grocery budget down. They're not perfect by any means. And of course, you know, we sometimes do change the quote unquote meals, but there is flexibility there. But I do like having, just kind of having an idea of what I need to cook for the week, the month, or whatever. So starting off with getting the dishes done. So the kids went back to school for one day. This was Thursday, and we had a snow day the day before, and then they are actually off school Friday and Monday for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so they're going to be home. So I kind of wanted to get this done before everybody was home for the weekend. And we also have a nasty snowstorm on its way. It is about, yeah, it's going to start, it sounded like Friday morning or Friday evening into Saturday morning, and so we're kind of buckling down for that. So it's another reason why I wanted to get a few of these things done so we can kind of have an idea of like what we're doing, if that makes any sense. So I did go to Walmart the other day and stocked up on some of my beans. I got some kidney beans and stuff. I like having both dried and canned beans because canned beans work really well when you don't know what you're cooking and you need a quick dinner with beans. Dried beans, like, canned beans are good for like whenever you're in like a snow situation and it's just a quick chili you can whip up. Dried beans are good for whenever I have a pre-planned chili plan. So I kind of use both of them. So I'm going to be pulling out all of my giant Tupperware containers. My husband got me these a couple years ago, I think actually shortly after we moved in, and they work really well. And I'll kind of show you kind of our food storage and how I transfer things. I basically have things in almost like 3 different places in the house. And then these canisters also have flour and sugar in them because I use those for like when I'm doing my quick pancake recipe or waffles or tortillas. It's easier to scoop, like when you need flour to like flour the surface, it's easier to scoop from the smaller containers. And so it's kind of in my baking cabinet is what I call it. So basically I have these giant 5-gallon buckets that I use. I store sugar, flour, rice, macaroni, and my macaroni is actually in individual 1-pound bags because I cannot seem to buy it in bulk yet. It's just cheaper for me to buy it in 1-pound bags from Walmart. So, and then I have beans as well, and it's normally individually bags of beans. So I'll get like all the different types of dried beans. And so every once in a while what I do is I will bring the 5-gallon buckets in, and I will basically transfer and refill my containers, which is basically what I'm doing right now. I find this system works really well for me. I need to do it more often. I try to do it like, well, depending on, because sometimes with like flour, I'm refilling it about once a week. With sugar, I'm probably refilling it about once every 2 to 3 weeks. A lot of stuff was down. I had a lot of stuff used up because obviously we just gotten through Christmas season, so tons of baking. But I'd say flour, I actually have more than one 5-gallon bucket. My system right now is my goal is to build up to have about 3 to 6 month worth of rotating stock. I'm still trying to get the hang of this because, you know, I don't like to call myself a prepper in the sense of like, I don't hoard a lot of supplies and just let them sit for 10 years on my shelves. I want to build a rotating pantry or rotating stock. Side note, my husband actually made these drawers, and it was a Christmas present, super surprise. I love it. So now I can pull out my shelves, and they're soft close, and I love them. So I had to show you guys that because I thought it was really cool. So I get my spaghetti from Costco. I just, it's like I think there's like 10 of these smaller sleeves in it, and I don't remember how much it is, but it's really good. It's organic. It's like like the perfect chewiness. It does boil a little bit longer than like your regular pasta, but it is amazing. And so I'm refilling my spaghetti container because of course we do a lot of noodles as well. I'm actually learning how to make kind of like chow mein or lo mein noodles using spaghetti noodles, and I've actually been able to do that a couple times, and it turns out really good, and I like it, and the kids hopefully like it. So now of course I was really down on rice, and so I definitely I know that there was like a rice shortage or something last year, so I ended up buying a couple extra bags of rice. So the way I do it is I have a rotating stock, and I have 2 5-gallon buckets of flour plus an extra bag of flour, and I go through flour about 1 25-pound bag a month. So I'm using it up really quickly, and that's why I have so much, and I put it in the airtight, of course, 5-gallon buckets because it just keeps it fresh, safe from bugs or anything. And then my extra bags, I generally keep them up on a high shelf so that no bugs or mice can get to them. But also we don't have mice in the house either. So moving on to meal planning. So as you can see, these are some of my previous meal plans. I did January at the beginning of the month, and so I am trying to get a little bit ahead. So I try to work on the next month meal plan about now. So about mid-January, I'm working on February's. I find things so much easier to have a monthly meal plan. So a new thing that I kind of started doing to kind of help me, and I was kind of doing this earlier, but I'm really like leaning into it. Number one, I always have static lunches and breakfasts. So every Monday is like scrambled egg sandwiches. Every Tuesday is cereal. Every Wednesday is pancakes. And I do that. And so far, it's worked out well enough. I haven't had the kids complain too much about things. Of course, always subject to change. If there's like a birthday, we do a special birthday breakfast. But for me, it's just easier to always have, like, for lunch, corn dogs on Tuesday, quesadillas on Thursday. What else do we have? Oh yeah, macaroni and cheese on Wednesdays. Just really easy, quick lunches. And then we'll do like leftovers on Fridays and Saturdays. And so kind of the weekend breakfast is normally still set, but lunches can be kind of fluid. But one thing that I did a little bit differently this year that I did not plan on doing, was, what I basically planned on doing was I kind of themed my days in the week. So it can be really overwhelming, of course, to have like, you know, a bunch of different meals to try to plan in a month. So what I do is I theme them. So Sunday, because of basketball season and being so busy, Sunday is now leftover night. And we used to do kind of Sunday dinner night, kind of your fancier, like your roast chicken, your roast beef. We would do like meatloaf and just kind of the more favorites. But I started doing just leftovers because Saturdays are so busy with 3 basketball games. And Saturdays I changed to a crock pot meal. So basically I prep the crock pot meal every Saturday morning while I'm making waffles. And then that way, while we're running to and fro to basketball games, we can at least know that there's like going to be a hot dinner for us whenever everything's all done. Though luckily enough, most basketball games are done at like 3, but I don't know about you, like all my energy is spent dealing with kids and like driving them back and forth. So I'm like, I don't want to think about dinner. Monday we call it Mandarin Monday. So I do like some sort of Asian inspired dish. I have, P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps. This week I did, I'm going to do a General Tso's chicken. And then Tuesdays, we call it Taco Tuesday, which is basically Mexican night. So we'll do like tacos, we do enchiladas. I sometimes make just like a really easy fiesta beans and rice. It's basically a really fun kind of Mexican rice with some meat in it. Delicious, kids eat it. We do quesadillas. Wednesday, I kind of call it Wholesome Wednesday. So it's generally like what we're used to, like kind of your favorite family meal. So I'll do meatloaf. I will do spaghetti dinner. I will do just kind of simple things like that. I find it a lot like just kind of like your common, I guess, American style cuisine on Wednesdays. And then Thursday is always soup in the wintertime. And that works out well. And then Friday is kind of Family Fun Day Friday. We pretty much do like a pizza variation. The thing is, this makes it simpler because you only have to come up with 4 recipes, 4 for Monday, 4 for Tuesday, 4 for Wednesday. It seems to streamline things for me. It's so much easier for me to do, and so I really enjoy doing it. And so I'm just kind of finishing up, writing up all my, basically all my meals, and I'm putting it in a pencil. It's always subject to change, but I feel like this really helps me stay organized with all the different stuff that is going on. So especially because right now we are so swamped, that is just easier to keep me organized. So, and this works out the best for our family. So everything is written down, and so now each week I'll obviously make a grocery list based on what meals we'll be having. Whew, that was a lot of writing, a lot of restocking. So I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.